The Trump administration has set in motion a plan to relocate federal agencies away from the Washington, D.C. area. This directive, issued in February 2025, aims to reduce government spending by moving offices to less expensive locations. The deadline for agencies to submit their relocation plans is April 14, 2025. This initiative has sparked a competition among states eager to attract these agencies and reap the economic benefits. This relocation effort is part of a broader strategy by the Trump administration to streamline the federal government and reduce its footprint. While the administration has not publicly disclosed specific cost-saving targets, it has indicated that it believes significant savings can be achieved through relocation. The administration argues that moving agencies away from Washington D.C. S high cost of living will reduce operating expenses. These savings, they contend, can be redirected towards other national priorities. Additionally, the administration believes that relocating agencies closer to the communities they serve will enhance efficiency and responsiveness. This relocation initiative has generated significant interest and debate across the country. States are vying for the opportunity to attract federal agencies and the jobs and economic activity they bring. Meanwhile, the Washington, D.C. area faces the potential loss of a significant number of federal jobs, which could have a ripple effect on the region's economy. Ohio has emerged as a strong contender in the race to attract relocating federal agencies. Leading the charge is Governor Mike DeWine, who has identified NASA as a prime target. Ohio's bid focuses on relocating NASA's headquarters to Cleveland, a city with a rich aviation history. Governor DeWine, along with state lawmakers, has been actively lobbying the Trump administration, highlighting Ohio's historical ties to aviation and aerospace innovation. They emphasize the state's lower cost of living and doing business compared to Washington, D.C. Ohio's proposal has garnered support from business leaders and economic development officials who see it as a game changer for the state's economy. Cleveland, once a hub for manufacturing and industry, has been undergoing an economic transformation in recent years. The city has invested heavily in its technology sector and is home to a growing number of startups and research institutions. Ohio officials believe that relocating NASA to Cleveland would further bolster the city's status as a center for innovation and create a ripple effect of economic growth throughout the state. However, Ohio faces stiff competition from other states also eager to land NASA. The outcome of this high-stakes competition remains to be seen, but Ohio's bid has certainly put the state on the map as a serious contender in the race for federal agencies. Florida, with its established space industry infrastructure, has set its sights on luring NASA to the Space Coast. Senator Marco Rubio leads the charge, championing Florida's bid to become the new home for the space agency. Florida's proposal centers around relocating NASA's headquarters to Brevard County, the heart of the state's space operations. Senator Rubio, a vocal advocate for space exploration, argues that Florida offers an unparalleled ecosystem for NASA. He points to the state's existing launch facilities, skilled workforce, and favorable climate as key advantages. Florida's proposal has gained traction among aerospace companies and research institutions that see the potential for synergistic growth. Brevard County, home to the Kennedy Space Center and Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, has a long and storied history in space exploration. The region boasts a highly skilled workforce with expertise in aerospace engineering, launch operations, and related fields. Florida officials believe that relocating NASA to Brevard County would solidify the state's position as a global leader in the space industry. Florida's bid has garnered support from both sides of the aisle, with Governor Ron DeSantis also throwing his weight behind the effort. The state's proposal has been praised for its focus on leveraging existing infrastructure and expertise to create a seamless transition for NASA. Section 4. Texas stakes its claim from NASA to national security. Texas has entered the fray, aiming to position itself as the next frontier for NASA and other key federal agencies. Governor Greg Abbott is leading the charge, touting Texas's business-friendly environment and central location as major draws for federal agencies seeking relocation. Texas's proposal focuses on relocating NASA to Houston, a city with a rich history in space exploration. Governor Abbott, a staunch advocate for limited government and economic growth, believes that Texas offers the ideal environment for federal agencies to thrive. He points to the state's low taxes, light regulations, and skilled workforce as key advantages. Texas's proposal has resonated with conservative lawmakers and business leaders who see it as an opportunity to promote economic growth and reduce the size of the federal government. Houston, home to the Johnson Space Center, has been at the forefront of human spaceflight for decades. The city boasts a highly skilled workforce with expertise in aerospace engineering, mission control, and astronaut training. Texas officials believe that relocating NASA to Houston would build upon the city's legacy of space exploration and create a hub for innovation and technological advancement. Beyond NASA, Texas is also vying for other federal agencies involved in national security and energy. The state's vast energy resources and strategic location make it an attractive option for agencies such as the Department of Energy and the Department of Homeland Security. Texas's multifaceted approach to attracting federal agencies reflects the state's ambition to become a national leader in key industries of the future. Section 5. The stakes are high economic impacts and future challenges. The competition among states to attract federal agencies is intensifying, fueled by the promise of economic growth and job creation. Ohio, Florida, and Texas, with their ambitious bids and strategic advantages, are well positioned to reap the benefits of this relocation initiative. However, the potential impacts extend beyond the economic realm, raising questions about the future of the federal workforce and the long-term consequences for the Washington, D.C. region. The relocation of federal agencies could have a transformative impact on the winning states. The influx of high-paying jobs and government contracts could stimulate economic growth, attract new businesses, and boost local economies. However, the transition will not be without challenges. States will need to invest in infrastructure, housing, and other resources to accommodate the influx of federal workers and their families. For the Washington, D.C. region, the relocation of federal agencies poses both risks and opportunities. The loss of federal jobs could have a ripple effect on the local economy, potentially leading to job losses in related sectors and a decline in property values. However, the relocation also presents an opportunity for the region to diversify its economy and repurpose vacant office space for other uses, such as housing, retail, or technology hubs. The relocation of federal agencies is a complex undertaking with far-reaching implications. While the economic benefits for winning states are undeniable, the long-term consequences for the federal workforce, the Washington, D.C. region, and the balance of power between the federal government and the states remain to be seen. As the competition intensifies, it is crucial to carefully consider the potential costs and benefits of this historic shift in the federal government's geographic footprint.